Hello YouTube, PCBA6 back at you with another video. So I saved up some money to buy myself a gaming PC. I got the motherboard here. I got the processor, the RAM, and the case fans in this box. The case came in there. It's a Rosewill Prism M case with a TAC Force, I think it's called, motherboard. Or it's an MSI, let me start over. MSI Tomahawk Max motherboard. I don't know where I threw the box already, but there's the motherboard. Here's the case. I installed one of my fans already, and I got the power supply installed. So now I'm gonna mount the CPU. Alright, so I got my Ryzen 5 2600X put on the motherboard. Now you just push this down, that locks it in right there. So there it is. Time to get the RAM installed, which is right here. It's the Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM, and it's 2 sticks of 8 gigabytes, make 16, 3200 megahertz. So let's get that installed. Alright, so I got my RAM out of the box here. Forgot to mention it's DDR4, but with the year this build's coming out, of course it is. Looks like it goes this way. Right? Yes, it does. Just gonna push that down until it snaps in. There's one. And I was looking at what the motherboard was called because I was like, where's the box? My motherboard's on the box. It's a B450. So there you go. There's the other RAM module. Yes, I'm working on the carpet again, but I also have my anti-static wrist strap, so it should be good to go. So be careful if you're not working on a anti-static mat. Okay, there's another RAM module, and it goes the same direction. Okay, there it is. There's one. It's not slotting in. Oh, I'm dumb. It goes this way, that's why. Alright. I got my 2 sticks of RAM installed, my processor installed, and now I'm going to move on to the cooler, CPU cooler. Alright, so this is the CPU cooler I'm using. It's an ALSEYE. I don't know how to say that. ALSEYE H120D RGB cooler, and I actually wanted to show you it in the box because 99% of the time I'm like, this is the part I got, and I forget to tell you what it is. So I'll put everything in the description, but I just wanted to show you what it was before I forgot. Alright, I got the cooler out of the box. Pull this little sticker off. It's basically just so it doesn't touch anything while it's in the packaging. So give me just one second. Alright, so I got that off, and now we're going to apply some Arctic MX4 thermal paste to the processor so we can put this cooler on. Alright, so I got my thermal compound, and we're just going to put some on. I'm going to do quite a bit. You don't want to put too much on, but you want it to spread out enough where you can put the cooler on and it will spread everything around. Alright, so let's make sure this cooler's facing the way I want it to, and I'll be back. Alright, so I finally got the cooler installed. Super annoying. I hate installing coolers. But anyway, on the crucial M.2 NVMe drive. So I'll be back when I get that in. I know I keep saying I'll be back, but that means pause and return. So here I go. Well, YouTube, I said I'd be back after I got the cooler, the RAM, the power supply. Well, I don't really remember. I said I'd be back after some point, you know. Well, I got a little carried away and kind of built the whole rest of the computer. So it's done. But I did save the most important part. Carefully removing that. And then there's one on this side too. So, oh, that looks good. Okay, now for the boot up, the startup, the post, the install Windows thing. Here we go. Alright, so excuse the mess. I really need to clean up after building this. It took like 2 hours. But that cooler, getting that thing on, what a pain in the butt. Let me move some of this. So here it is. I got my AMD, it's an MSI B450 motherboard. My VisionTech Radeon HD 5450, 2GB. I got 2 of them right there. I got the, I think, what is it, Corsair Vengeance? That's not it. Hold on, I'm looking. I'll write it all in the description. Yeah, Vengeance Pro RGB DDR4 16 gigs of 3200 megahertz. The Ryzen 5 2600X. What am I missing? I got some RGB fans. I'll put in the description. I don't feel like looking right now. And everything should be plugged in. So first boot. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, I forgot to plug in my exhaust fan. So that's a bummer. I'm not seeing any display yet. But that might be because I didn't plug in the fan, possibly. Anyway, here's what it looks like lighting up. So it looks really cool. Oh, I'm getting display. Okay. So let me quick plug in this exhaust fan and this other fan right here, because that is also supposed to be exhausting. So, yeah, I'll be back, but we did get a post, so that is good. Well, YouTube, the PC is built. You guys thought I died, didn't you? Because that's what I told you, so ha. But, I was going to run a Cinebench test for you guys and let you know the results after the fact. So I'll show you me hit and run, and I'll come back when it's done, but, we'll do a single core and a multi-core and get the MP ratio. One thing I need to also do is probably run the, what's it called? 3D Mark, and that will give you some more numbers. So yeah, you'll see it when it's done. So Cinebench wants to run the multi-core like a billion times, but the single core performance is 1083 points. And here's how it compares in the multi-core, which says it's running something, but it isn't. Weird. So if I go over here to single core, that's what I got, 1083. Multi-core, it was running, and I don't know, I stopped it. And MP ratio is a 7.21, so that's pretty good. It's really close to an i9 in performance, I guess. Better than an i7 48050 HQ. So that I'm thinking that's a mobile processor because it's HQ. With an i7 7700K. It's got a 512. My brother has a Intel Core i5 9800K, I want to say. So that's pretty good. I'm going to install Nova Bench right here and test that for you guys when I get back from the store. Alright, I actually ran this score before I got back from the, I ran this benchmark before I got back from the store. I haven't even left yet. My GPU is very trash. CPU is pretty good. RAM, pretty good. disk score is okay. I do have a M.2 NVMe 500 gig SSD from Crucial, and I have a 2 terabyte Samsung drive, I want to say, which I got from my Optiplex. I just took it out of there and put it in here. So yeah, there's my score for this one.